and welcome to my channel. My name's Leah and this is my life in envelopes. This is my cash stuffing video. So we are cash stuffing for week 18 of 2025. I do have my money from the bank here. Now it is not a pay week, so this is money that was just set aside for this week's budget. So I believe we should have 630 here, so let's count it to just make sure. So we have 50, 1, 52, 53, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 600, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, perfect. So we have 630 in here. Some really raggedy bills. It was getting caught on quite a few things there. Yeah, so I feel like it's been a while since I've cash stuffed, but here we are getting ready for the weekend. 4-day weeks. I think this is why, because 4-day weeks are so exhausting to me. And we have just made it through another one. And thank goodness. Well, yeah, almost through it. Okay, so I have 4 there. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna put that money into our cash envelopes. And so let's get started. The first thing that we do is give ourselves some spending money. So here we go. 15. Oh, that is really bad. Oh man, these bills are not great this week. Not great. Oh my goodness. They're really bad. That's okay. It's still money. Okay, yeah. I can't worry about that. Okay. So we put $15 here into my husband and my spending. So there's 5 there and 10 there. So in here, my husband has 20, 30, 45, 55 in there. So I think I said last time we had got a barbecue and it works great. My husband's very happy. We used it on Easter weekend, which was nice. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. These 10s are so bad. All right, so 10 into mine. Or 15 into mine, sorry. Okay, so here we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 80 in my spending money. And this is just money for anything that we want personally for ourselves, that really doesn't have a bearing on our family. Just so if like my husband wanted to buy lunch this week, but that wasn't like us doing it together and he just wanted to treat himself, so he took his money. So my daughter will get 5 here, so 5, 10, 15, 25 in there. And she's been working really hard not to touch her money. And my son will get $5 here. So he has 10, 15, 25, 30 in there. Okay, and we have a family savings pot, and we put $10 into this every week. And sometimes when we have extra money from savings challenges, it goes in here. So in here we now have 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 270 in there. Put that away. And that's it for our allowance, shall we say. Okay, now let's get in here in our sinking funds. So we use these cash envelopes, and this is the money we use for spending on a weekly basis. When it's gone, it's gone. So groceries, we'll be getting $2.50. So that's 5 50s. That's $2.50. We'll put it right in here. I do sometimes use hundreds, but I just feel like it's easy. Some stores, like, they don't take hundreds, and so let's just stick with 50s, but it's always going to be $2.50. Shopping for the house, we are giving it a 20 this week, and I do believe, I can't remember, I think I was always putting 2 10s, but I might have changed the denominations, and I think that's what messed me up last week. But That's okay. This is for household stuff that we might need. Yeah. Gas is getting a 50. Now we have not filled up in a couple weeks, but it's still not, I think it's like just at half a tank. So this will be fine to top it back up and we'll be fine. Dining out is getting 60 this week. Now my daughter has another dance competition this weekend, but I know the place there only takes debit, like they don't take cash, and it's not very, like, we're gonna be there for so long and it's not very like sustaining food. So we're gonna have to pack something that's easy to eat, like in the theater there. So anyway, all right, so $10 here. I did this past week, I went and got rubbing alcohol from, I think I bought it from the dollar store with this miscellaneous money, because my daughter goes to this program and they put like a sticker on you for like who's going to pick them up and stuff. And sometimes when it gets washed, it ruins like the sticker on the clothing and it would not come off. But I got some rubbing alcohol and I rubbed it on with like with a cloth, not with a paper towel, but the cloth, and it all came off. And I was very happy with that. So these are our cash envelopes for the week and ready to go with our spending here. All right, so now into our sinking funds, and this is like rollover extra money here, and we'll be putting a little bit in here today. So let me just find, oh, okay, we're through the really bad ones. So we'll be putting $10 here in our grocery rollover, and there's 20 in here now. So just working on building that back up for a week that there's lots of stuff on sale. We will not be putting any into car maintenance, but we do have another $100 in here, so we'll need to put that in the bank. There's 105 in there. Household money, we will wait for rollover after we're done shopping because there's $30 in here, so we are fine for that. Health and beauty is getting a 5, so it has 15 in there. Family fun is getting a 5. So I think maybe use the holiday money. My nieces and nephew came over and my husband walked them all to the corner store to get Frosters. And I feel like I did that like a lot when I was a kid. And so it's nice just to see like all the cousins going and getting them. And they took some funny pictures. So yeah, clothing and shoes will get a $5. So now it has 30 in there. I really wanted to get matching bathing suits for me and my daughter for the summer, and Old Navy usually has really good ones, but they did not have nice bathing suits this year. Well, just my daughter was like, no, I don't like that one, I don't like that one. And yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do because we want matching ones. Okay, so our travel is getting a 20 this week. Put that in there, and oh, that's another 50. And I did rub this. Oh, okay, it's getting a 20. Oh, I have to do the math on this. Okay, so we had 180. So that's 30, 60, 70, 80, 110, 120, 140, 160, 160, and we had 180. So that was 20. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this because $10 more, and then I'm going to color that $10. And last week I like put it in, it wasn't dry, and I took it out and then I smudged the whole thing. So I'm gonna put it over there, and we have that money there. So that's $200 we're at our travel fund. Okay, and gifts is going to be getting a 5. So that has 40. I was just thinking I bought something today, but I don't think I'll take it out of this because it was definitely more than that. But there is like a pot of money we have in the bank account just for when stuff comes up that we didn't know. And that's probably what that will come out of. And it was expensive. It was like 80 bucks. So yeah, that will come out of there, and I'll just leave that money in there. Date night will be getting a 5. I thought I was putting more money in here because our anniversary is coming up soon, but not yet. 50, 60, 70, 580 in there. Maybe it's next week. Sometimes my budgets are like written out like a month in advance. Sometimes it's like the week of. Depends on how keen I'm feeling. Kids Extras is getting skipped this week, but it does have $20 in there. I just sent money to do a fundraiser for my daughter's dance, which I'm hoping, it's like, I don't know. Okay, let's just talk for a second. I don't know if you've ever had those like meat sticks. They're called Halendas. I don't know if they have them anywhere else. I think it's like Southern Ontario thing. Anyways, because I think the factory is like in Southern Ontario and nowhere else, but I might be wrong. Anyways, they're really good meat sticks, and they're like so good for camping and stuff like that. And I always am asking anyone who's selling. So then our dance studio decided they were going to sell them, and I'm like, oh my goodness, so good. So I'm going to buy a bunch. And then I have like a ton of people to sell to, which I think I might run out, which is good, which means that, but you have to buy for the box up front. So I like took it out of the kids' money because that's where the money is going back. It's a fundraiser. You buy the box up front, and then you can use the money towards dance. And so I'm excited that that will get a boost soon because, well, yeah, anyways, because dance is not cheap. No, and nothing is really cheap anymore. Okay, holidays, which we did use this past weekend for you know, for Easter, that's right. I'm just gonna switch those and put a 10 here because I know I need 5s for my other thing. All right, and we're gonna put $10 into house projects, which we have restarted in here. So it has 20 now, and let's color this in. All right, so I'll put this back in the travel. I feel like I'm talking a whole lot today. Yep. Okay, so I'll put that back in there, and I'll put this in here, and that's our sinking funds and our cash envelopes ready for another week, which is really great. And what's left to do is a video you'll see. Oh, has it been crooked the whole time? I don't know. Anyways, in a couple days we'll be doing our savings challenges. So we have a ton of coin. I don't think I've ever had this much coin before, and we have cash. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1, 10, 15, 20. 120 in there, and then we have a whole bunch of coin, which I'm very surprised. And we'll see what we can do with that. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love it if you give me a like, leave a comment, let me know how you're doing, and if you want to follow along. So obviously my storage was full because I didn't check it before it started, but I couldn't finish without sending you guys all peace and love. Thanks, guys.